Hey, Decent After Dark, Twisted Out of here, Norman. So, gonna be talking about dog hair. It's a big issue. Well, not dog hair, but dog hair smell. The residue of your dog left in your car that you can't really get out, no matter how much spray you put down there. There's only one way to do it, and it's you have to shampoo it, and then you have to use an industrial grade odor remover that basically recoats and penetrates the smell at its source and then eats away at it to create a kind of like scent free sweet, like a essence of a sweet smell. So with that being said, I'll be going into the details of it. Dog odor, it's because of the oils in their hair, whatever their hair picks up as they're walking outside, inside your house as well. It doesn't matter where the dog is, it's where it's going to be, which it's going to be in your car, and that's where every smell, every particle that is picked up will also sit. That's the hard part. That's the part that a lot of people I don't think realize is how much oil is on dog hair. Let's actually check that out. Dog hair oils. Oop, not that. Does dog hair get oil? I think it's yeah, it's called sebum, which helps keeps their coat shiny and protects it. Brushing the coat spreads the natural oils over time. So it's actually, you should be brushing your dog from this. Yeah, it can vary between breeds. So look up what your breed is. Overbathing can strip natural oils, but infrequent bathing can lead to oil buildup. That's probably why dog's hair gets tangled, stuff like that. Diet. So yeah, that's just stuff that whatever it picks up, because that coat protects its skin from anything and everything, as best as it can, obviously, ticks and stuff like that. But that's a big thing, and that stuff will saturate, and then you're using very weak chemicals that don't really do the job. That's why my stuff is somewhat expensive. There's a couple of 1 gallon bottles that I'll be showing that are expensive, and then one of them relatively went down in price, which pretty excited about. And then I'll kind of go over some of the shampooers that, if you're going to do this at home, kind of protect yourself, or just like regular cleanup until you get it professionally detailed to remove all the dog hair during those festive times, stuff like that. And you have to start off with the full interior deep clean, so everything has to get shampooed. Well, actually, let's take a step back. Scrub all the plastic and stuff down. If you're a professional detailer, this is what I do: is I scrub all the plastic, leather, vinyl, clean it. Now it's stripped of any type of residue there. And then second, I then do a shampoo, which is I scrub and strip all the fabric of any type of oils. And with that, I use this chemical. So it's $40 a gallon. Check the directions, because a little goes a long way. It's I want to say it's 8 ounces. 4 to 8 ounces per like 3 to 4 gallons of water. And then the best way to do it with this is let it sit. The longer you can have this sit and saturate into the fabric, and then I will scrub brush it, which is I go straight to the source, drillbrush.com. They have everything: automotive, bathroom, kitchen, marine, even grilling. I wouldn't do it for outdoor scrubbing. I just get a regular scrub brush. Get into the nicks and corners, the small areas. They go up to 7-inch edges, corner brushes. So I just use the jumbo brush, a mini, and then I got a 5-inch. That's all I use for cars. Oop. And don't do brush pads. That's more for like tile and stuff. So don't do that. And they got paste now. That's new. But this is what I use in complement to the shampoo. So after letting it sit for about 5-10 minutes, I then scrub brush it. And then I use my shampooers $3,000. I'm not telling you to use one for $3,000, but they got some for, this one's 900, 800. But if you're at home, I mean, all you need is like the $100 to $200 ones. I wonder what these look like. And yeah, I mean, that would be fine. And it has to get hot. So you want to make sure it actually can raise the temperature in the water, or you just make sure you mix a little at a time with hot water, because doing it with cold water, it's just like the skin. Fabric is, that's the best way I can put it, is fabric's like skin. So if you use cold water on fabric, it just kind of locks in everything rather than exfoliates and then pulls. Hot water, then you can have like these moments where it's like, very high color change, because mine gets to, I think like 90 degrees or something like that, 100 degrees. I'll have to recheck, but it's not cold because it burns my hand if I touch the metal of where my water streams. And then yeah, see, this one hydro steam, so this one gets hot, so I would recommend something like this. And then steam actually helps it dry faster, just FYI. I'm trying to figure out a way to get a hotter carpet extractor, because the hotter I can get it, then it can become a disinfectant as well. Because right now I'm just shooting just really hot water, which a little bit of steam is even better. So there's that. Oh, it got some little knobs on there too. So I would recommend this for at home, to be quite honest. $170. For me, it'd be a no-brainer. Obviously, within your budget, within what you're going to tolerate cleaning your own car. And then after this, I do a blowout again of all the crevices, all the dirt and debris. And then that way I can see if anything's left in the corners that I might have missed, if there's anything that finally got dislodged. And then I vacuum again, and then at this point I do spray the disinfectant, which is drill brushes I recommend, or brushes I recommend. I don't like the board tips. Everybody has their differences. I like the nylon. This doesn't really trap in dirt as much as this stuff will, and these break apart, and then you'll end up with little strings of hair in your car. But this is what I use. This stuff is heavily concentrated. 8 gallon. Let's see if it shows it here. Nope, I already know it by heart, because I mean, this is a chemical to where if you use this incorrectly, you're gonna have very either oversmell or undersmell of getting rid of stuff. So 8 ounces for heavy soils. 8 ounces of this. You use 1 gallon of water, and then that's for serious, and then 2 to 4 ounces for mild, and then half an ounce per gallon is see, I purchased this, and I don't have to, I purchased it almost a year ago, and I'm about a quarter left, so I need to buy another one, but it's $81. I buy the stuff that regular people aren't going to want to fork that kind of money out, because it's professional. I try to buy stuff that regular people don't want to buy or can't buy, because being a detailer, and then everybody can go buy the same chemicals at Home Depot or Lowe's, like locally. I don't, no offense to real like professional detailers, then you're not a professional detailer. You're just somebody that's stepping into the business, kind of making it look bad. If you're buying simple green, basic citrus cleaners, like my citrus cleaner is $130 a gallon. It's Citrus King. Anybody can buy it, but I doubt anybody and everybody's going to want to buy $130 1 gallon that you might use twice in your life. And it's flammable, so also be careful on that, the Citrus King that I buy. But yeah, this stuff is what I use. I spray this after shampooing. Reason why is that this excels when the area is damp, because then it penetrates into those fabrics, fibers, as you can see here, facilities like rubber mats. That way it actually kills embedded odors, and just kind of eats away at them to create a simple, safe, friendly environment. As it says, earthy and earth friendly kind of thing. Safe around people. If it's get on your hands and stuff, just obviously don't drink it. And that neutralizes. And then once it's dry, it gives off like almost like a sweet surgical kind of like scent. And then after a couple of days, it dissipates, and then you're off to the races, you know. As you can see, here's this video. Let me see if I can blow it up properly. Nope. Took it on my phone, but this here's a 2019 Tundra. Came in. Yep, we got ice and snow here. So this is pre-cleaning. Light dirt and debris. Just whoever they bought it from cleaned it best they can. But again, who's going to be buying an $82 1 gallon bottle of solution? I took out the driver's seat. I couldn't take out the passenger seat because whoever they bought it from stripped the bolts. How do I know that? When I started loosening it, it got tighter. That is not that's a no me gusta. You know what I'm saying? And then oh yeah, and I shampoo everything. So I'm talking about the headliner gets wet and shampooed properly all the way down. So I start from top to bottom, obvious reasons. And then there's the driver's seat out. The passenger seat would have been out, but again, strip bolts. So everything got shampooed, everything got wet. And then I now, after this point, I spray every piece of fabric with that odocide. I pronounce it odorcide. And then after that, I put the fans in there, let that bad boy leave one window wide open since it's in my shop, have the fans going with the doors closed, and then in the morning it was dry and ready to fly. You know, this service I do charge just the basic full interior detail because I have to do a full interior detail. Because I don't know if there's dog slobber in here. I don't know if there's dog slobber in the door handle, wherever, in the crevices of the window. I mean, your dog's face is always on the driver or on the window seal. I tell customers and clients that all the time. If you have a detailer that's not going to do a full interior detail plus getting rid of the dog smell, they're going to mask it. I know people are going to give me flack for this, but no offense. There's no chemical out there, and there's no effective way to actually get rid of the dog smell, especially with oil embedded in the carpet, without properly shampooing it with the shampooer, and one that gets hot. Don't detailers upgrade, even if you're a professional detailer and you're using this, that's better than using this. If this doesn't get hot, even though it says pet clean, if it doesn't get hot, then it's not doing anything. Heat is necessary. Oh, it doesn't get hot because it's talking about bringing this in. So even if you're a professional detailer, this is better than any other little shampooer you get. I'm even going to kind of badmouth some of these other places that are selling shampooers. If this one gets heated, yeah, 200 degree. I guess mine gets closer to 200. I have to go look it up. Yeah, if it doesn't get heated, it's not worth its money. So that's that. So after all that, let's see here. Hopefully I gave you guys all the info here. Yeah, I charge full detail, and then I give for this, it's another $50 for this chemical, with the process in mind, you know, having to remove the seats, having to ensure that I've scrubbed every crevice, even the vents, air vents, guys and gals. Hair gets in there in the vents. So once I'm done shampooing, that's a big caveat of this, is I'll turn the car on before I spray the odoricide to see if any more dog hair gets dislodged from crevices and corners, and the air vents, most importantly, because I do spray down in the air vents and see if it loosens up anything. because some people do the circular airflow, and that's more often than not dog hair will be trapped in the air ventilation system. So there you go. Hopefully that was informative. Hopefully you saw something out of that that could probably help you in the later days. Otherwise, take care. Detailing After Dark. Peace.